Hello and welcome to Thehayteamtv. Sun's out. Should be getting showers tonight, tomorrow, maybe, hopefully. Fingers crossed, everyone. That would be awesome for all of us. I've got a delivery this morning, so I'm gonna get quickly loaded up for that. Then we'll have a chat when I'm on the road. I have literally just started up and you aren't gonna believe this. I'm a bit in shock myself, but I've just started my fast track up and bloody gas come out the exhaust. I've literally not driven the fast track since Friday. Thursday actually. Yeah, Friday I was in Baling today. So this exhaust, or this nest, let me try and climb up here, has just come out the exhaust. Look at that, there's little bloody bits in there. Before anyone says I should have turned it off, leaving the engine going for a second, it's not hot, I've only just turned it on, and on top of that, like, the airflow is helping get everything out. But whatever next? Has that ever happened to you? This is the weirdest Tuesday ever. The bastards have shat all over me bloody bonnet as well. Right, load strap down. Get on the road, let's have a chat. And apologies to the bird fans. Yes, unfortunately some eggs were harmed in this, as I was totally unaware that they were in there. Okay, so you're gonna have to give me sort of a bit of a break on that one. I did not see that happening. So let's get on the road. So I'm on my way home after everything I've just delivered. I've fed, golden arches, keep that on down low because this is literally like, you know, me overeating on fast food, you know, watch your waistline. Enough of what my diet is consistent at the moment. Now, something specific for what's going on at the moment is, and I said it the other day in the other video, is irrigation. Are you irrigating? Are you thinking about irrigating? We, like, hopefully, fingers crossed tonight, we were at a 90% chance of rain. Allegedly, last time that was checked, spoke to Adam on the phone a minute ago, and he last checked and it was back to 45%. It would nice be if it went back to 90% if we get rain, but if we don't get rain, and like thinking about how things were last year, is this going to carry on? What do you think? I know I sort of lightly dabbled on this in the last video, but is anyone starting to think about irrigation? Now I know a lot of dairy boys quite often have dirty water pumps, things like that, and if that was the case, what sort of irrigation system would you put in? Would you put in some sort of spray pump? They're the ones that single column and they pump out in roughly a 360 circle. And they have some sort of like splash plate on them. Or would you go for some sort of irrigation line if you can? Like you guys in America, you're going to know way more about this than I do, even though I've watched loads of it. But there's also the thing that when putting water down, you've got to put the 3 times the amount of water down as if you just had a nice amount of rain. For those that not looked into it that much, like by the time you don't have cloud cover, because when you rain, you end up having like a big microclimate between clouds and floor, so you aren't having that mass evaporation. And that's why it's usually good to have like lingering cloud cover after rain, because it's just not lifting the same way. Then you have to put down 3 times as much, because obviously the sky wouldn't be open. So I even thought of the idea of picking up a cheap umbilical system. Like, it will, please don't, anyone watching this, go out shopping like rapidly, because I actually have literally been looking for like a cheap old irrigation or umbilical system to go on treatment linkage, because the way I see it is any water that we could put down is better than none, if that makes sense. It's a simplified thought process by me, and also like if you can put it down at the right time, like when the plant is like higher, so you've got thick leaf, you're not going to lose all that water. But at the moment where, you know, some places we've got bare ground grasses like this high, you know, sunlight and wind is just going to rip that moisture straight back up again. So what do you guys think? Are you thinking about it? You got any ideas about it? Do you have the option to do it? Have you got wells already like drilled, or have you got streams, rivers near the farm? We're lucky we've got a whole bunch of streams, almost to, off my head right now, I'm trying to think. Most blocks of ground, we've got water source that I can think of. Maybe one, but there is a borehole, so that could be converted. But anyway, you know what I mean. But I thought about an umbilical system because, like, you know, it'd be like a short-term fix that you could get, hitch up, go, and get it done. Even though that's gonna, like, you've got to be there with it. But over here, for those of you in the US, over here it's not quite as easy. It's putting in a centre pivot of a 400 acre circle field, because nothing's, well, down where we are, nothing's flat, everything's undulating, and there's lots of stupidly small fields parting up the hedges, so that ain't gonna work. Simplest way, totally agree, it is probably one of the circle fields, one of the greatest things I've ever seen put together. Not sure about the wasted ground between. Those of you that have got those sort of things, let us know what you do with the bits between circle fields. But if this is the way the world is looking, if summer's going to carry on, spring's going to carry on being like this, is everyone going to make a decision like the bullet and do something about it? That's the question that we're sort of want to know. Because there's only so many times you can feel the pain of not having the yields that, like, we're all expecting. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It'll be interesting what this year does to all this. Well, I think so. But I'm going to let you lot jump over to Adam and see what he thinks of that.
So, going on with what Justin has just said about irrigation, is it something that us as farmers have got to look at? Possibly. You know, bearing in mind the last few summers now have been very dry. Well, spring has been very, very dry. You know, I think Justin's already touched on this anyway, about umbilical system. For me personally, that would be my best system, as like the rain guns and the pivots and stuff like that. We don't really have the fields like that down here, so that wouldn't really work for us. Obviously, you boys up, you know, up north, you know, the big fields and all that, yes, that would work. But it's all very well having all this, you know, about umbilical and, you know, all this kit, is you've got to find the source anyway, which i.e. being water. Now, you know, you just can't go down to your local lake or, you know, river or anything like that and take a huge amount, you know, because you're talking thousands and thousands of gallons to do this. So you would have to be set up in the right way to actually, you know, irrigate. I mean, we could all go out tomorrow, buy, you know, a cheap second-hand slurry tanker, fill it with water, but you're really defeating the object there anyway, because you're just compacting your field. You're running all over your field for, you know, no reason at all. You want less travelling, less compaction. So, you know, it's all very well us all talking about it. You're going to have to find a lot of, you know, finances really to, you know, get into it, and where your water source is going to come from. You know, it's, you know, it's one of them. You know, will we have to do it? Won't we have to do it? But I don't know. But could it be the future? I don't know. It's interesting to hear everyone's thoughts on this. You know, there's plenty of videos on YouTube anyway, how you can go about irrigating. You know, to be honest, the main people to learn from is the Americans. They are doing it day in, day out over there. And some of the kit they've got over there is just phenomenal, where you can actually control it by your phone. You know, what's all that about? It's just, everything's moved on so much. It's scary. But anyway, leave us your thoughts below, and let's go back and see what Justin's up to.
Well, this afternoon as normal, back in the baling shed. Loading. Opening bale. Not looking bad. It's looking alright at the moment. Smell test. That's good to go. It's amazing how many bales we literally go through every day. Really amazing. But I'm glad it's still going out, because this year is not plain boring. Also, we are catching up. You see, there's a bit of a hole back there again. And the stack outside is slowly going down. Which, voila, we're all the way over there. Idea being, we like to try and clear this home yard. Oh, we like to try and clear this home yard. Give me 1 second, I forgot to shut the door. The dust extraction works better when doors shut. Oh, especially when we've got an east wind, because it pushes against all the big fans, which you haven't seen yet. But, you know, eventually. Now, we like to try and clear all the stacks down in home yards. So when it comes to harvest, we have got space to bring as much as we can down here, which means we don't have to double handle it from yard to yard. Does that make sense? Like, there's a double handling rule that we try not to do. From when it's being wrapped, it's then put straight in the stack, and then there's the one that we try to bring as much as we can back here, so we don't have to go off the trailers and bring it back. So that is, you know, on course at the moment to really clear down here. There's a stack at the front and there's another stack at the back. Well, that's enough of that. I am taking up tarmac now. So I've just put the bucket on. Show you guys a little bit of the update of all the tarmac I've been laying recently. Because, well, we haven't done that for a while, have we? I'm up at farm 2. Now, you can see since the last video, basically I have finished that yard piece over there. The walk over there is easier. Like, this is from the last proper tarmac video I did. Now, yes, unfortunately, we're not perfect. These are the bits that cool in the bucket because we've either not gone and checked anything's been dropped off, or a lump has been left up here and no one's like sent us a message to say that's happened. But that stuff doesn't go to waste. We will chip it up when we get swing shovel in, and it works just as good as anything else. So, not rubbish, just didn't go down at the right time. Now, I've done all this yard coming out this way, and as you can see, this way out to the end of where the telehandler is parked, nearly down to the bank. that's already road planing, so we're not that worried about that. Obviously I want to edge, so fill it in so it's a smooth little drop into the, well, where the bales stack. Now, my concerning bit at the moment of how fast it's laying is doing this section here, and also this little bowl here, which I named no names, and it wasn't me, wasn't put in properly. So I am about to actually tip the little bit I've got to repair or fix part of this bowl area so it's level, because I've got work on this bit all bloody summer stacking bales out here, so there's nothing worse than lumps and bumps when you're spinning a telehandler around. Then once I've fixed this little piece here, then I'll finish that little bit to the bank and then taper it all in. Does that make sense? And then I'll work this bank all the way up through where those bales are, so then this rectangle here will be complete tarmac, which makes life a lot cleaner in the winter, a lot nicer to work on, don't have mud everywhere, and also summertime don't have dust everywhere. So I am going to lay this. Now don't judge me on my laying skills, we don't have all the perfect equipment, but what we do have, we make it work. So I'm going to plonk you lot over here, and basically you can watch. I should have checked the quantity that was in the bucket before I shot this. Anyway, there wasn't very much in the bucket. Usually we do have more. It varies, okay? Because it's like brought in bits. It can be anything from a couple wheelbarrowfuls to a ton, 2 ton, 7 ton. So it's a bit of a patience game. Now that bit has just smoothed out, not so much here because I've still got to raise this bit, but over there has filled in a few of the potholes that was sort of left from different loads coming up. But now others will be like, do you roll it? Do you do it? No, well, sometimes we'll roll it, but we'll let it cool down for a while. Look at those sick thundery clouds. God, go on, let something go. Anyway, I'm digressing. So what I'm saying is, when it's cool, we may sometimes come roll it. Other times we're not really that fussed, because we've noticed over the last few summers of how hot it's been getting, all this tarmac heats up again anyway, so everything that we've laid through the winter on top of each other, on top of like gaps, and it doesn't look great. Through the summer, as it gets hotter and we keep driving over it and driving over it and driving over it, it's a bit like a rolling pin. We just end up smoothing a lot of it out, so it doesn't bother us too much. At the end of the day, it's free, and we don't basically have any other input costs. We haven't bought a roller. We should have bought a roller years ago, but we've just never got around to it, and it wouldn't overly work because I quite often randomly take a load here or there to fix something, so the roller would always be in the wrong place anyway. But as we've done it, it's worked, so it makes no difference. But like, if I bring it here, if you can see that, so that's part of the dip that I'll fix up through there. Okay, so to get rid of the bit of the bowl, if you didn't see what I mean by the bit of the bowl a minute ago, this angle might help you out. So it's really low here, and it rises up too much, and then rises up too much on this far side as well. And that isn't like a pleasant shape to be throwing a telehandler around in the summer. Trust me on that one. Finally back together again, the man, the legend, his Raw Shawness. You okay?
Wasn't until you come here, mate.
I don't need you like that. What an intro! I just gave you an intro and a half.
Busy. Some of us are busy, not walking around with a camera.
He's even grown up, look. There's much of a step there, is there? Not funny?
You go away now. Some of us are busy.
What have you been doing?
I've been on delivery,
Yeah.
as we know, and then I had to do an emergency repair on an exhaust just in.
Right. Do you want to show him what's happened?
Got on. You got the camera.
Well, pick it up.
It's hot.
Oh.
Just welded it.
Well, you got gloves on.
They're melt.
Well, why don't you use the welding gloves?
Because I'm hardcore.
Okay.
Right.
This is what happened this morning.
As you can see, all the bracket ripped off. So, to get it back on the road quickly and efficiently, we just bodged it.
Proper job.
But it would do. It's solid and it shouldn't snap again. If it does, there's something wrong somewhere else. So there we go. Now we're gonna put it back on. And well, Bob's your uncle.
But he's not going to show you that because it's an exhaust pipe. It's not a technical job.
Yeah, and I can't move underneath there myself, let alone a camera and me doing the exhaust.
Yeah.
I need about 20 hands.
Now, it's feeling a little bit thundery down here, so fingers crossed. Everyone.
I bet it
Not
don't.
just us, but everyone.
Bet it don't.
Oh, don't, come on. We've got to be positive. This one we really
Can't see it, Dustin. Can't see it. Honestly, there's no more. I would love to walk out that front door tomorrow and it'd be absolutely soaking wet.
You tell me I'm going to have to get me a little Polish dirty water pump and start irrigating with a tiny little pipe.
Yeah, you crack on. You could have a wild one, but yeah.
I might have to do that.
But no, all joking aside though, we do really need rain.
Yeah.
The places I've been today, it's just orange. It's just scary, isn't it? For
Scary.
April.
It's scary when you see a plough going across the field and there's like dust tearing up behind it.
Yeah, you think they're cultivating, but it's just blowing. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah. I don't think I've actually seen anything like it in April.
No.
To be honest.
Right, now, we're going to let you guys go because I'm on a late finish tonight.
And I need to get this done for tomorrow.
So, we're going to let you all go. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. If you haven't yet done so, please
subscribe.
Ring the bell, give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up be most appreciated. Also, you can also get merch on
eBay. Just type in Thehayteamtv or the link will be in the description below.
And finally, if you'd like to see any more of us, you can find us on
Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. And if you're sad like Justin, TikTok.
But without any further ado, thank you guys for watching. You stop making me laugh. We'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.